what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show.
With your designer clothes and argumentative needs, oh, I already don't like you. Be healthy for me or for you, and so I quit my stupid day job. I promise I won't.
Hi kids, this is Big Daddy G coming to you from Rockport, Texas. It's just north of Corpus Christi, and we're here to celebrate the 10th annual Rockport Film Festival. Ta-da! That one of our films was accepted in, Adios. So we're staying at the Lighthouse Inn, which is right on the water. And if you come to Rockport and you want to stay at a really nice place, this is the place to go. I just want to show you what I wake up to every morning. Let's show them. Not bad, huh? And I go to sleep to that every night, too. All right, let's go to the festival.
What tomorrow brings to me, and so I'll run to you. If I see open arms, no, I won't regret these days. It won't be long until she realizes that you're gone, my friend. It won't be long until she realizes that she's underneath it all. That she's underneath it all. She's underneath it all. Whoa.
Hi, kids. We're honored to be sitting here with His Honor, the mayor of Rockport, Texas, which is just north of Corpus. And he is the mayor. He's been the mayor almost 8 years. Super cool guy. Do you want to say hello to the kids?
Hi, kids. My name's CJ Wax.
And where are you from, CJ?
All over.
All over?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was a military brat. I was born in Virginia.
Okay.
Lived everywhere.
Blue Ridge Mountains?
Nope. On the
other-
coast.
On the coast? Okay.
Yeah.
I actually went to Virginia one time just to see the Blue Ridge Mountains because of the John Denver song.
Yeah.
Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
Mm-hmm.
So I went there and I asked the park ranger, I said, dude, which one is the Blue Ridge Mountains? And she says, well, you're standing on top of the Blue Ridge Mountains. I was like, what? He said, yeah. I was like, oh, cool, you know. So anyway, I love Virginia, West Virginia. Beautiful, beautiful country. And they even let me get in the river, the Shenandoah River. So it went up a few inches, but hey. So anyway, so we're in Rockport, and why did you come to Rockport?
Well, I was living in Washington, D.C. at the time, and my wife and I were down looking around. My aunt and uncle lived in Rockport, and we'd never been here. And they called us and asked us to come spend the weekend with them.
Nice.
So we got here on a Friday night about 9 o'clock, went for a ride around town the next day. The next day, we bought a condo, and then the next day, we went back to D.C.
And then how long before you moved back? Or came back to live forever?
About 10 years, I guess.
10 years? Okay.
About 10, yeah.
Awesome. And would you want to live anywhere else?
No.
You love this place?
No, this is it.
Awesome.
This is it.
Isn't that awesome? See, I feel the same way about Austin, Texas. I love Austin. I'm not from Austin, but I've been there since I think before water was invented or whatever. But
Let me tell you two differences
Okay.
between Rockport and Austin.
Okay.
There's not a single paid parking spot in this entire city.
There you go.
There's one. Number two,
Uh-huh.
we don't have Interstate 35 running right through the middle.
I just spent an hour and a half, almost 2 hours on the road the other day trying to get from one side of town to the other. From downtown Austin to northwest Austin. Took me an hour and like 45 minutes. Bumper to bumper the whole way. Thank God we got those toll roads, huh? They solved all our problems. So anyway, don't get toll roads. They're no good.
A traffic jam in Rockport is you got 3 cars at the stop sign.
At the stop sign. Dude, you'll love Rockport. It's beautiful. The water's clean, and there's fishing, and there's great restaurants. What was the place you went to, David?
The Boiling Pot.
The Boiling Pot. It's supposed to be really good. We're going to go try it tonight, probably. So, anyway, from Rockport, Texas, the Rockport Film Festival, our film, Adios, I've already told you guys, got accepted. So, here we are. So, thank you, Mr. CJ.
My pleasure.
For keeping me out of jail. And come to Rockport and spend some money. You'll have a great time, man.
You know, you get a yodel bound up in you, and it's just like having gas in the large intestine. Just terrible for your health, so every once in a while you just kind of have to let one go, you know. Well, I've had one bound up here all day. I'm just fixing to open a gate on the bugger. Goes like this. So good. I think I'll try another one. Only this time we're going to cowboy it up here a little bit now. There's not much you can do with the yodel, but put the spurs to it. And if this yodel don't light your fire, I'd like to respectfully suggest that perhaps your wood is wet. Just to make it a little bit more difficult, I'm going to do it in Spanish.
Yeehaw!
There we go.
Hi, kids. We are still in Rockport, enjoying this awesome town, and this is the lady that put this all together. Her name is Elena, and she's in charge of the Rockport Film Festival. This is the 10th annual Rockport Film Festival. Elena, what
Yes.
the hell were you thinking? Why are you involved in this?
Because it's awesome, because it's great. Rockport, not a lot of people know about Rockport, but we're a very inclusive art community. We like art. We have a lot of artists here. People move here to be artists. People move here not intending to be artists, but end up becoming artists anyways. And that's kind of the great thing about Rockport. And there is a love of all types of media, including independent film. Our closest independent film theater is probably San Antonio, which is like 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
So we don't get a lot of independent film here, and so the Rockport Film Festival tries to fill that gap. You know, we try to bring this art form, and it is an art form, to our little community. It was started by Rock Curry, who's a filmmaker himself and very involved in
Nice.
a Rotary and is a Rotarian. So he was the one that first saw the need for the film festival, and the Rockport Center for the Arts got involved. And since then it's been like a collaboration between the two groups.
Awesome. Well, I was talking to some of the people from the Rotary Club, and they said that it just got too big for them. That it just got so big that they just couldn't handle all the work. And so that's when she came in the picture. Dude, and the mayor's really cool, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he is.
He's kept me out of jail. So,
5 feature films. We
Yeah.
always feature 5. Opening night premiere, which was Honky Tonk Heaven, and that was a lot of fun. It was about the broken spoke, a honky tonk in
Yeah.
Austin. Then the next one was called Rivering, about New Zealand kayakers.
oh yeah. Hold a second. I actually filmed a movie at the Broken Spoke with the owner's wife.
Oh no way!
Yeah, dude. She said, I told her, I asked her on film, I said, so what kind of music you play here? And she says, well, we play both kinds. I said, well, what kinds are those? She says, country and Western.
Oh, that's awesome. They
So that
seem
was
like
awesome.
such great people.
Yeah,
they
they're really,
do.
really nice. Yeah, really nice. So anyway, okay, so the second one was the river rafting. The
And
rivering.
then the third one was Chicken People.
Chicken people, which
and that
we
was so
missed, because
fun.
once again, I was drunk.
You missed
What's
Chicken
that?
People? Oh my God. The film we just screened was called Brewed in the 210, about
Yeah.
microbreweries in San Antonio.
Right.
It's kind of crazy how many microbreweries there are in San Antonio. Do you know how many there are? There's a ton. I
Wow.
swear there's like 20, and they're all kind of new,
Uh-huh.
because for a while they just didn't have that industry there, and then it was kind of the pioneers of the craft beer business
Right.
in San Antonio within the last like 5 years. I feel like just opened up all these businesses.
Cool.
It's cool.
Well, do you know why Dos Equis beer is called Dos Equis beer? Because it's the beer of the 20th century. See, I never
What?
knew. There's useless information.
But they need to
just for
update.
you. So the fourth movie was what?
That was Brewed in the 210.
Oh, okay.
And then the 5th movie, which we're about to show, is called Everything in the Song Is True. It's about the country west, like the country lifestyle. Cowboys making their living off the land, making their living off like the lost cowboy arts. We just had a cowboy singer performing. He did some
Yeah.
yodeling. It was great. Show a lot of Texas films because we are really proud of our heritage and our state.
Right.
But at the same time, bring in a lot of films from outside. And
Right,
show
right.
a plurality of like viewpoints and
Right.
everything.
Well, that's awesome, man. I've met so many cool people here at this film festival,
Thank you.
and I haven't had to go out to eat,
Right.
because everywhere I go, they have food. But don't worry, I'm gonna go out to eat somewhere. I'm gonna try some of the seafood places around here.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Carla's,
Cheryl's
Cheryl's
is great.
Cheryl's is great. Do they
Go-
serve booze there?
Yeah, and their brunch tomorrow starts at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
You might want to
Okay.
call for reservations. They have great Bloody Mary.
Nice. Well, I do like Mary. How long does it take you to prepare for the festival?
To be honest, I start in like March and April.
Okay.
March, I start going to South by, see some films there. April, we open our submissions process,
Okay.
which doesn't really close till September 1st. So
Okay.
I'm constantly watching films,
Awesome.
and then it goes into the raising the money for it, getting all the extra things, like all the ducks in the row, getting all the extra stuff together. So yeah, it's not quite full year, maybe like 9,
Right.
10 months. Yeah.
So if somebody said from there, if they were in a small town or a town that's a big town, and they said, well, dude, why don't we have a film festival and bring a bunch of money here? What kind of advice would you give them? Run? Would you say, run? Stop thinking like that.
Of
Run.
course not.
No?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I think independent film is very important, and should, you don't have to have a big city to have independent cinema or film festival. Get the community involved. Like, you guys were talking about how sweet we are to filmmakers, and I like to think we really try. But that's not me. Like, it's our community. Don't just try to make money. Just
Right.
make an experience. It's never too late to start making films. Make films. Make them for yourself. Make them for people. You said during your film block, sometimes the first ones start out real shitty, but then they get better, and then you find your voice, and then they're beautiful, and they're gorgeous, and they're yours, and people want to see them. I keep saying this weekend over and over again, filmmaking breeds empathy, and I think that empathy is really important
Awesome.
nowadays.
Awesome. Yeah, make a damn film. Get off your ass. Make a damn film. We did, and look, we're here. So,
You could come to Rockport.
dude, if we can do it, and I'm always drunk, if we can do it, you can do it. Just don't be always drunk. So, because then you drink all my booze. So, Elena, thank you again for
Thank you.
letting us interview you in front of the Fulton Mansion, which is beautiful.
Thank you for letting me screen your film. I love it.
Awesome, awesome. Good luck on next year.
Thank you.
You know, hopefully we can throw something your way that you'll pick.
Yes,
And
please.
here's the 5,000 I promised. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But thank you anyway.
Thank you, Big Daddy G.
There you go. Thank you. Bye, kids. Go get another drink.
I said, don't wait until she realizes that you're gone, my friend. It won't be long until she realizes that she's underneath it all. That she's underneath it all. She's underneath it all. Whoa.
Hey, kids. Here we are with Michelle Randolph Harris.
Ferris.
Michelle Randolph. I've been
Michelle
drinking.
Randolph
Michelle
Ferris.
All right. Well, here she
Yes.
is. Did she?
No more drinking.
She directed. Oh my God.
No, I didn't.
She-
I didn't
oh,
direct it at all.
What did you do?
I was a producer.
This is Michelle Randolph Ferris, and she produced a movie called Honky Tonk Heaven,
Very good.
and it's about the broken spoke. Let me ask you a question. What possessed you to produce a film about a honky tonk in Austin?
I produced it because I wanted a producing job.
Oh,
that was
cool.
number one.
Well, yeah.
I had met the filmmaker and the director, and at that time it was just Brenda Green Mitchell, but then we brought on Sam Wainwright Douglas, who was a very well-established filmmaker and editor here in Austin, Texas. I love the subject matter,
Yeah.
love old school country music, and
Exactly.
so, and in Austin, and it's an Austin iconic venue, so it was kind of a no-brainer for me. You know, you've got these great characters, you've got
Yeah.
this amazing music, you've got a very dedicated audience. From a filmmaking standpoint, though, it presented a lot of challenges because there's a noise level, there's the lighting that you mentioned, but we worked around that, you know, and we, you know, once we kind of figured things out on those logistics, then the shoots were fairly easy.
Awesome. And what did you like the best about filming the whole thing? What did you think was like? What are you going to remember for the rest of your life that you thought, wow, I remember da da da, you know?
Well, I mean, the cast of musicians is kind of a given because Jesse Dayton, Dale Watson, Gary P. Nunn. I mean, those are like legendary performers. But
Right.
to really be honest and sound like uber mushy about it, is that working on that project really gave me a sense of roots. I kind of forgotten my Texas musical roots, and I grew up in Corpus Christi, so being here at Rockport, at the Rockport Film Festival, was really incredible, and even though it's a small festival, very hospitable, people really excited about filmmaking here.
Exactly.
I mean, the theaters have been packed.
Yep.
So so it's been really great, and kind of, you know, reconnecting to those roots is probably the most memorable thing working
Nice.
on this project.
And you're from Corpus Christi?
Yeah,
And,
I'm from Corpus. I grew up in Corpus.
and so you live there now?
No, I don't. I live
Oh.
in Austin now.
Oh, nice.
So I was.
She's ours.
Yeah, I was born in Lubbock,
Okay.
grew up in Corpus Christi, and then got to Austin in 97, 98,
Nice.
and I've lived there ever since.
Nice. And do you love Austin?
Do I love Austin? Come on. Yes, I love Austin. When I think about leaving Austin, I sometimes think about it, and then I just think about like the culture and what Austin offers,
Yeah.
you know, especially creatives.
Right.
It's just this kind of like hotbed of like a think tank of like creatives, and I love that, you know.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I was at the place where your film premiered the other night. Was it Thursday night?
Thursday.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you. When I first heard the title, I was like, well, I don't think I'm going to be interested in this. You know, it sounds like something for cowboys. But dude, as soon as I started watching it, I was glued to it. You know,
Yeah.
I was just glued to it. And I watched the whole thing. Then people be getting in my way, and I'm like, move.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So, but dude, it was awesome. It was a great movie. I loved it. Would you consider it? Is it a documentary or a movie?
Oh yeah, you know,
A
it's for
documentary?
sure a documentary. It's a
Okay.
feature documentary, and I have to say, I mean, producing, you know, was really about the logistics of kind of pulling the project together. So, like the vision of the film itself, so much of that, the creativity and the vision of it goes to Brenda Green Mitchell and Sam Wainwright Douglas, who were co-directors. Brenda was another one of the producers, and Sam was our editor. And I mean, the editing on the film is, I think, top notch. And
Yes.
so it's really incredibly entertaining, and I think it's something that really represents Austin quite
It
well.
sure does. I noticed there was condos to the left and condos to the right.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you'll notice that
It's-
all over the place. In
Yeah,
Austin.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like they're creeping into this, broken spoke. So we're gonna have to protest if they try to tear it down. And,
Honestly, I think that the Spoke, as far as like the venue itself, I think is safe.
yeah,
I would like to see more of the daughters and the granddaughters out more,
right.
because so much of it is James White, and of course it is. I mean, he and Annetta both are just
Yeah.
these like amazing personalities. But I would like to see and I think people want to see Jenny and Terry and the grandchildren there more, because they're there working all the time though. I mean,
Right.
there's no doubt about that. But I think the venue is safe. I think there are other places around town that if you want to save these venues
Right.
and you want to save these places that have made Austin,
Right.
then get out there and spend your money. Like that's a bottom line.
Exactly.
We can protest and throw our asses up all we want, but
Right.
Until you're out there, money talks. And
Right.
if you're not patroning the place,
Exactly.
you have no room to talk.
exactly. Well, I want to thank you for letting us
Yeah.
do this interview. I think you're awesome. Your film is awesome. Like I said, it caught my attention, and I'd been drinking, and it caught my attention.
And that doesn't
so-
hurt when you're watching a movie about a honky tonk.
Yeah,
so.
it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
But I was having some Chambori thing that they made there. Did you have any of that?
No, I had the Rockport Sunburn with tequila, and that was.
Holy moly!
Believe me,
dude.
I was feeling it the
Yeah.
next day for sure.
Yeah, same here. Same here. It's called
Honky Tonk Heaven. It's a documentary, a feature documentary, and it's available for sale on our www.brokenspokefilm.com website.
Buy It. It's worth it. Hi, kids. We're in Rockport, Texas at the Lighthouse Inn. The Lighthouse Inn is a hotel that's sitting right on the water, as you can tell. Water. That's water over there. Where you stone mother. Today we have Angie with us. She's the operations manager of the Lighthouse Inn. And Angie, I just want to thank you guys. We're here for the Rockport Film Festival, and we're here. We've been here for how many days? Have we been here? 3 days. 3 days, and you people have been so nice to us. Wait a minute, you people? What do you mean by you people? All right, Angie, tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from?
I am originally from Iowa.
Uh-huh.
I moved to Rockport 4 years ago, and the day I moved here, I came to this hotel and got my job.
Nice.
Can't imagine being anywhere else.
Nice.
Absolutely.
And how long have you been working here?
4 years.
4 years. Wow. And do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids.
No
you have a
kids.
husband?
I do have a husband. Yes.
You want to show them that rock? Look at that rock. Why would I want to stay at the Lighthouse? And even though this is where I'm going to stay from now on, if I ever come to Rockport, why would I want to stay at the? What do you offer?
We are the only hotel that's on the water in Rockport. So no other hotel gets this waterfront view like we do.
Right.
No other hotel has a 90-foot lighted pier. Half of our rooms you can sit out on your patio and watch the water all day.
Nice. And I do.
And I do.
And I have. And there's no smoking in the rooms.
No smoking in the rooms.
But you can smoke out in the balcony.
Correct.
Which I did.
We provide ashtrays for you to make it easy.
Right. So, which I did. So why did you come to Rockport? I'm curious.
My husband was actually working in the oil field at the time, and I was refusing to move to Texas.
Yeah.
And we came to this little town, and I said, can we stay?
Aww.
And we did.
Well, Rockport is beautiful, and everybody's been really nice. We
Good.
got to hang out with the mayor
Right?
a couple of times, and he gave me a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Can I borrow that?
And I told him, I said, dude, I haven't been pulled over yet or nothing. He says, I know. He
Yet.
says, I know you haven't. Another cool thing about this hotel is that if you catch something on their pier, you have to scale it and gut it
Right.
and fillet it, and then you bring it in here and they'll cook it up for you.
We're also the
So-
only hotel with a bar and a restaurant in town.
Yeah.
So-
And the bar is real important, and it's the bar's open till 12.
10 o'clock or later, depending on business. We're kind of
Okay.
out of our season now, but in the
Okay.
summer we'll stay open until 2 most nights.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And you guys serve alcohol and wine?
Alcohol,
and
wine, beer.
Everything?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, they have beer on draft.
Texas craft beer's on draft.
Texas craft beer on draft.
For sure.
Which I have been drinking some already. I've been wanting to try the Mexican martini. I heard you guys had a really good Mexican martini.
We'll get you one of those when we're done.
So, oh, nice.
Absolutely.
See, I
We'll get
like
one
the
of
way
those.
you think. When was this place put here? I mean,
So it was built 13 years ago.
Okay.
When you look at it, you think it's much, much older.
Yeah.
And that's kind of our owner's vision for the hotel. He wants you to walk in, step back in time.
yeah,
We're a 78-room Victorian boutique hotel.
nice.
So we want you to see the deep, dark woods, the older style furniture.
Right.
You know, we just want you to walk back in time and be comfortable. Feel kind of like you're at home when you come in.
Wow, that's nice. Well, they did a great job. The furniture is beautiful.
Thank you.
The rooms are beautiful. I didn't even want to use the bathroom. It was so fancy schmancy, dude. I was like, holy, wow. I was like,
Thank you.
God, the wallpaper is beautiful. In fact, I took a piece because I want to put it in one. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll just put it on your account. Don't worry
Just
about
put it on the account. Right. So, kids, that's it. I just want to let you guys know that if you come to Rockport, Texas, it's one of the cleanest towns I've ever been to. The mayor's really cool. The cops are cool. There's stores everywhere. There's restaurants everywhere, including here in the hotel. So come to Rockport, chill out, have a good time, and stay at the Lighthouse Inn, because that's where the real important people stay. And that's it, kids. Angie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And-
Enjoyed it.
And y'all serve Starbucks coffee? Is that
Starbucks coffee, 24 hours a day.
24 hours
Hot
a day.
and fresh.
Hot and fresh. And then they even have it here on the in the lobby.
Right, in the rooms as well.
In the rooms as well.
Yeah.
So God, it's just awesome. I'm really impressed. So, and that's it, kids. Go get a drink, and we'll be right back. Well, that's it, kids. The 10th annual Rockport Film Festival is over here in Rockport, Texas, which is just north of Corpus Christi. We stayed at the Lighthouse Inn. They were awesome to us, a great place to stay, right on the water. The Rotary Club was great. Elena Rodriguez, you rock, man. You ever come to Austin, I'm getting you drunk, okay? CJ Wax, who is the mayor of Rockport, thank you for the get out of jail free card. I appreciate it. Came in handy. And who else? Oh, yeah. The Cinema 4 people. Dude, they showed everybody's film. They were so nice to us. The popcorn was fresh. The sodas were mixed just right. The hot dogs were pretty good, too. The pretzels were great. If you come to Rockport to visit for the weekend, whatever, come watch a movie here. They'll take good care of you. And that's it, kids. We'll see you next week on the Big Daddy G Show. And you better watch. All right, peace. Hi-ho, what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show, the Big Daddy G Show. Can we all just get up on the Big Daddy G Show? Yeah, man. Why clean your room when you can do some shrooms? The Big Daddy G Show. Hi-ho, what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show, the Big Daddy G Show.